fastest way to become the system administrator is to steal it. In this video, you'll learn a few ways on how privilege escalation can take you from 0 to user 0. What is privilege escalation?
Privilege escalation, or PrivEsc, is when a person is able to gain a higher level access to a system than what their authentication allows. This is possible by exploiting an existing vulnerability, a bug, or a design flaw. To gain access into a machine, you can use the reverse TCP handler. A payload consists of code that will run on the remote system. In Metasploit, a payload is a special module that can be used to work with an exploit module that will take advantage of a vulnerability in the system. In short, an exploit module will access the system. A payload module defines what will be done on that machine after the system was successfully accessed.
What is Metasploit?
The difference between Metasploit and Meterpreter is that the Metasploit framework is a development platform for developing and using security tools and exploits. The Meterpreter is a payload within the Metasploit framework that provides control over an exploited target system, running a DLL loaded inside of any process on a target machine. Now, let's jump to some scripts for PrivEsc. Today we will cover the Windows Exploit Suggester, the Sherlock script, the JAWS script. For the Windows Exploit Suggester, if you have a victim's low privilege Meterpreter or command session, then you can use Exploit Suggester. This module suggests local Meterpreter exploits that can be used. The exploits are suggested based on the architecture and platform that the user has a shell opened, as well as the available exploits in Meterpreter. Exploits are chosen based on these conditions: session type, platform, architecture, and required default options. As you can observe, it has suggested some post exploits against which the target is vulnerable and that can provide a higher privilege shell. Now let's talk about Sherlock. It is a PowerShell script to quickly find the missing software patches for local privilege escalation vulnerabilities. It gives suggestion that the target is possibly vulnerable to recommended exploits that can provide higher privilege shell. This script should be executed in PowerShell and then begin your attack. The above command will show that the target is possibly vulnerable to a recommended exploit that can be used to achieve a higher privilege shell. As you can see, it provides the title, the MS bulletin, the CVE ID associated with it, the link for the exploit, and it also telling you the vulnerability status of that machine. JAWS. Dana, 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 dana. Just another Windows script. It identifies potential privilege escalation vectors on Windows systems. The current features that are associated with this script are network information, firewall status and rules, running processes, files and folders with full control or modify access, mapped drives, potentially interesting files, unquoted service paths, recent documents, system install files, always install elevated registry key check, stored credentials, installed applications, potentially vulnerable services, scheduled tasks. Now, let's attack. It will store the critical information into a text file named as jaws.enum.txt. In the following image, you can observe it has shown all username and IP configurations. In this image, we can clearly observe the result of netstat. And here, we can see the result of the running processes and services. This is actually pretty cool. In this image, we can clearly observe all installed programs and patches. Wow. And here you can see folders with full control and modify access.
Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time out, and have a great day.